Welcome back to another Ben FTI video. This has been a long time since I last put something on YouTube or stream or anything like that. Obviously, you've always been watching me making 2K videos. With everything going on at the moment in the world, I've had a long think about the sort of games I like playing. And I like stuff that's realistic. Now, I know Forza, which I'm on right now, isn't the most realistic game in the world. But what I really do enjoy is sim racing. Or racing games, sorry. And I made the decision about a week ago that I want to get better and I want to get into the world of sim racing. So I've mapped out a roadmap that's going to get me into sim racing. I'm going to start this series, you're watching it now, it's going to be called From Pleb to Podium. And the idea is that I get better at racing, at online racing. And I've ordered myself a wheel. I haven't got it yet, but I figured I needed a baseline for comparison. So what I've done is I am going to set myself, now just to give you a bit of background on how I've gone about racing now and what I've always done. I race with controller. I'm racing with controller right now, and I am going to set myself a time with the controller. Now I'm racing auto at the moment as well. I'll get into that in more detail moving forward, but I'm setting myself a time racing auto on, this is the Goliath on Forza, and I'm going to set myself a time which I want to try and eventually work my way up to driving under more stricter conditions. So at the moment here I am racing this BAC mono on the Goliath on Forza, and I'm racing automatic with a controller. And when the steering wheel arrives, I'm going to make a video about that too. That's skidding to the wall. That's sliding, not skidding. Apparently sliding is not speed. Well, that's one thing I know. That's one little thing I know about racing. Now, I don't know much. I don't know much about racing lines, about when to brake, about how to approach corners, like what's the fastest way. I know you accelerate out of a corner, but I don't know how early you start accelerating. Like, do I slow down right before it and then accelerate into it? I don't know any of these things. This is all going to be a massive learning experience for me. So the plan is I'm going to take the time that I end up doing here, and then moving, when the wheel turns up, I'm going to see how much of a difference the wheel makes initially. Am I slower? Am I slower on a wheel? Is it going to take a lot of practice to get used to a wheel? Like, this is going to be my baseline for comparison. This lap here I'm doing right now. So whatever time I set on this is the time that I am going to try and match with a wheel. Now the wheel will be set to auto initially. Then when I'm matching time straight out the gate, which might happen immediately, I might be better off with it might be better with a wheel. People tell me it is, but it might be better with a wheel straight away. I'm then going to switch across to manual sequential shifting for the gears, and I'm going to see whether that is better. And how long it takes me to get up to that baseline time shifting manually. Like at the moment all I worry about is braking and accelerating, but then I've got to start worrying about gears as well, to see what that's like making the gear choices myself, whether that's an advantage or a disadvantage. I'm sure initially it's going to be a disadvantage. I'm sure I'm going to choose the wrong gears. I'm sure I'm going to change down when I should change up. All those things are going to happen. And then when I get good with changing gears, I'm going to move over to manual clutching. So once I've got to the point that I can match the time I'm doing here manually shifting with a wheel, I'm then going to advance myself off of the fun that is Forza and move over to Project Cars 2. And that's part of the reason why I've chosen the BAC Mono to be my sort of, I guess, guide car. Because I know this car exists in Project Cars. It'll be interesting to see how similar it is to drive on Forza moving across the Project Cars. I imagine when they talk about games like Project Cars, they say that the car physics is more realistic, which probably meant it's a bit harder to drive, but at least I've got some familiarity when I move over there. And then I'm going to race, against the computer, I guess, on Project Cars, and then I might do the odd online race. So eventually, once I'm feeling confident with Project Cars, racing this BAC online, I'm then going to move over to Assetto Corsa, where apparently on console, which is what I'm on right now, guys. I'm on an Xbox One X. I'm going to move over to Project Cars. Once I'm confident on that, I'm then going to move over to Assetto Corsa, where I know there are a lot of online racing comps. And the plan is to get good enough, and who knows how long this is going to take. It could take me a year. I could never get there at all. I'm going to move over to Assetto Corsa, an online comp, and the aim is that I feel like I've got to where I need to go is when I can get to a podium finish in a sanctioned online comp. It's just it'll just be a friendly comp, no doubt, but one of those sort of racing weekends that are happening online. There's lots of communities on Discord and Reddit that set them up. Online racing competition in Australia and New Zealand. Racing a particular car. I know there's certain things there, but hopefully once I've got good on the old mono here, I might get better on that, sliding again. So I'm losing control. And this is the other thing too, like I've ordered a 4-speed back wheel. I want to be able to, you can't really tell on control, it just rumbles when you go into that situation. I want to know, is that me losing rear traction? Is that me losing total traction? Or here's my guide mate here in his Nissan 3000 ZX or something like that. I'm going to try and catch him up. There he is. He's lucky he's invisible. I would just crash into him now. That's the other thing I'm going to have to learn how to do, how to overtake and all these sorts of things. But at the moment, this is about speed. I don't know how to run quickly. It's probably worth mentioning as well, like, I know how to drive a manual in real life, but I haven't driven a manual as my daily driver in 15 years. And any time I've jumped into a manual, such as I borrowed a friend's car or something like that, and I've been in like city traffic doing 60 kilometres an hour, maybe 80 here and there, and stop-start traffic, I don't know how to race a manual quickly. So that's what I'm hoping to learn in this process as well, to learn how to race, drive fast in real-world sim racing conditions, and let's see how long it takes me to get there. I might not ever, and I'm sure I've got so much to learn. So feel free to comment in the comments about what I need to do to get quicker, whether I'm taking my corners right, all that sort of jazz. I'd love some feedback. I'm going to be streaming live this journey as well on Twitch. You might be watching right now, so pay attention to that. I'll link my Twitch in the description. But here's my baseline time, guys. This is my time. 5:45.17. So that is what Cobra Ghost, sorry buddy, beat you by 1.2 seconds. I don't know if that's a lot or not. See, I know nothing about racing. Nice wolf picture though. I'm going to find out whether or not, so this is my baseline time. So the next time you'll be tuning in to see me, whether that be on stream or the next video I make, I'll be trying to match this time using a racing wheel. I'm going to do an unboxing video for that as well. So I've ordered a Thrustmaster TMX Pro racing wheel and pedals. And a stand for it to go on, obviously. I'm not going to put it on my lap. That'd be noob. That'd be really noob. But yeah, I'm going to set all that up, put it together. I won't make a put together video. They're boring. I'm going to just put it all together. I'll do a quick video showing you the kit I've got. And then it's going to be my journey really begins. This will be me trying to match that time, racing manual with the wheel. Automatic, racing on automatic with the wheel. If I match that time real quick, we're going to move over to sequential manual shifting. For sequential manual shifting, we're going to go to manual shifting. Then we're going to go over to Project Cars and then see what it takes for me to sort of transfer the skills from Forza. So if you're interested too to see where Forza stacks up against the more serious sims, you probably get some benefit from that as well. But anyway, guys, that's what's going on. That's the plan. From Pleb to Podium is the series. This is the first video in that series. I've got $2 million in Forza. Oh, like I race a lot of Forza, as you can see. Like I'm up to you see, coming up to level 1. Oh, there you go, I'm there now, level 145. Let's see if how long it takes for me to get to racing serious on a more serious sim. And I've got myself an Impala Super Sport 409 1964 Chevy. That's nice. I don't think I'll ever drive that car. Not in this anyway. Yeah, let's see how long it takes me to get up to being serious. Whether that, I mean, if you've been thinking about wanting to get into sim racing but you don't know where you're at currently versus where these guys that I'm heading towards are going to be, this might be a good gauge for you as well. If not, tune in to just watch someone drive badly. I contemplated calling this Ben FTI Drives Badly, and it might end up being that. But for right now, it's Pleb to Podium. The goal is to get a podium finish in a serious sim racing, starting from controller automatic on Forza, moving up to the more serious racing sims. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. I'm going to link my Twitch and Twitter in the description if you want to follow me there too. I might put some bits and bobs. I'm going to stream these live as I go along, so if you want to sort of have a laugh for a couple of hours while you watch me slip and slide and crash all over the place, miss gear changes, all that sort of jazz, feel free to watch me while I do it live. I'm not against that. Bring it on. But thanks for watching, guys. Please remember to like, subscribe.